The Boys season 4 is kind of given, what's the word? It's kind of given. Hey guys, it's your boy Alana Makano here live once again. Welcome to another video of mine. Today it is a not particularly a show review, but more say of like a episode review. I don't normally do these things because I only talk about movies or shows that are like, I don't want to say relevant, but something that I haven't seen before. I only talk about things that are like good and stuff that I haven't like seen before in a long time. So that's why I don't really do this often, because I think all movies that are happening so often nowadays or in modern times is just repetitions of storylines and all that. So hence The Boys, I've been talking about it for the past couple of years. But this one, season 4, as we all been watching, it's finally here. Episode 6 just dropped like yesterday or 2 days ago, and I'm watching it, and I just finished it, yeah? And I am confused. I don't know about you or everyone in the public. I'm trying to find like the typical audience reviews on the internet, and it's getting good ratings, obviously, like not just the episode itself, but current episode, but also the whole show itself. It's giving 50-50, 50% of people like it, 50% don't like it, and I'm trying to find like a good comment or opinion about it, because I'm losing the words on how to describe what I felt, or at least what I've seen. I didn't feel anything. That's a problem, actually. I didn't feel anything. And secondly, I'm confused because now I think the show, or at least season 4, is going. I'm scared it's going into that sort of void or abyss of like the show is just existing for the sake of existing, and there's no like other mystery or plot that's happening. Kind of like The Walking Dead or The Origins or these other fantasy shows, like it starts off really good, but as the seasons drag on, it's just like it just exists for the sake of existing, and there's nothing else to unravel or really see. So I think season 4 is kind of like that right now. It started off really good until the last 2 episodes. It kind of got a little weird, I guess. Like, I think the problem is that they're trying to outdo themselves in each episode, and especially in the more gross tech way than normal, which is cool. But like, I feel like they kind of missing the whole point of those scenes. Like, I feel like, subjective opinion, do not come at me. This is a subjective opinion. I feel like in the earlier seasons, they do these gross tech things. There's always like gross tech scenes. It's mainly like one of them, that's memorable, and you just be like, oh, shiza. You know what I mean? But now in season 4, it's like every episode has a disgusting scene that's unexpected, which is cool, but at the same time, no one wants to see that. No one was asking for that. It's completely irrelevant to what's happening. At the seriousness of it all, like, this is so out of place. And I'm trying not to spoil it. I mean, I should spoil things. Like, the first one I saw was the guy who was, what was his name? I don't even know his name, dude. He just popped and went, right? Firecracker's, sidekick? The guy who could, like, double himself? That was the first point of, like, okay, haha, that's a cheap steak. And then it kind of progressively showed more and more disgusting scenes until season 4, episode 6, where they have Huey in a dungeon, a sex dungeon, basically, the whole time, the whole episode, the whole bloody hour. It's a sex dungeon. I'm like, what's happening? I felt so confused and compulsive. Like, I felt like, did you not just overcome the death of your father? Did we not just overwent these sort of trauma barriers in the previous episode? Like, I know trauma takes time to recover, but I feel like Homelander just did some crazy things, bro. Why is he acting like this? And I feel like the CEO just did some crazy things. Why is he acting like this? I think Huey just went through something that no one should even go through, even Starlight and everyone else. But all of a sudden, it's continuing, or at least diverging to something else that was like, what? Like, sorry, I am not explaining myself. I just watched the show this is like my first reactions right off the bat, and I don't know how to explain myself. Like if you watch the episode, you know. Like the plot in this episode was so slow. Like I thought, oh great, the zombie sheeps. That was a cool aspect. These farm animals was so cool. They got the doctor. Okay, they got the doctor. Let's let the doctor do his thing. But no, the doctor shows up in the beginning of the episode and at the end of the episode, and the doctor is with oh my god, I'm forgetting their names. That's how forgettable they're becoming in my mind right now. Butcher, sorry. And I don't know, I'm losing it. I'm kind of losing it. Like, I'm hoping this episode was just like you know, what do you call it in Naruto or in anime? A filler. It's a filler episode, basically. And I'm hoping in the next couple episodes they kind of like tie it all together, or they like, okay, they make us wait and they reward us later. I'm hoping that's the case because this episode was so. It wasn't Shiza, but it was Shiza. There's no one to root for. And they're taking jabs at the American politics, which is cool. But maybe they're doing a little bit too much. Like, why are they degrading the superheroes? Now they're degrading the people, the heroes themselves, like Huey and their gang. Like, we're supposed to root for them, are we not? Why are they ruining their character? I'm not too sure. Is it like a foreshadowing of like everyone's, and therefore no one deserves any redemption, therefore they all should die? Is that what's going on right now? Is that the show? Like, humanity, superheroes are, there's no positive message. I don't know. They're just all doomed, I suppose. I'm just confused in this episode because the only one that's been given effort is literally the what's his name? I'm forgetting his name. Kimiko and Alonzo. I forgot the character's name. But they're like the only ones that are holding it together, but also they're also in fighting their internal struggles, which is like relatable, I guess. But at the same time, we don't need to see that. This is fantasy, bro. Like, this is not real life. Why are you putting so much of this drama for no reason, bro? Like, I don't know. Like, it's not. This whole season has become less and less funny. Like, I'm missing. Maybe the joke is flying above my head, but it's getting way and way and less funny in my head. At least to me currently. I'm not sure about you guys, but please subscribe and leave your comments down below how you felt about episode 6, because I know I'm just rambling and spitting out words, but I generally am confused of what I just saw, and I'm not even sure if I could show any clips, to be honest. I would probably put a trailer over, but like, dude, this whole sex dungeon that happened, I'm like, bruh, are we going anywhere with this? Why did it take so long? We took a whole hour. Then we just show a bunch of billionaires planning something. And then we showed the smartest girl in the world got shot in the head, which obviously, given her story, becomes dumb when her brain gets shambles. But I forgot how long the effects last, to be honest. Because if the bullet's in her head, and she told us her brain regenerates itself, does that mean the bullet is inside her head still, and it's just because that would hurt? No, like, I'm confused. I'm this show just one bullet, but I'm not sure if it came out the other side. I'm not too sure, but when you have regenerated abilities like that, it's kind of inconvenient if you have a piece of lead in your system, there, buddy. I don't know. And then Victoria Newman, whatever her name is, the pop head, like, she's cool. I'm not too sure. Her vibe is coming off weird. I'm a bit confused where she's heading in terms of her character. One day she was confident, then she lost her husband, understandably. Then she lost her father, not quite. So I'm a bit confused of what she's trying to handle. I guess Homelander is putting her in a position where she needs to reveal her true self or not. But still, she's lingering. I'm not sure what her presence in the show is meant to do now, because before she was running a campaign, but now she's just like with the vibes, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool. And then Firecracker, man, I know they're trying to make her fit into the 7, right? Because she is such a side character, which is the point. I get it, but oh my god, the amount of screen time on this girl is so much. It's so wasted, bruh. It is so wasted. And I mean, I also don't understand the point of when Black Noir and the Aquaman guy were talking in the thing. Like, I don't understand the point of that scene. Maybe I'm too dumb to notice, but or foreshadowing. Mind you, I haven't read any of the comics, but I'm just like, why are we watching these two dudes? No one cares, which I guess is the point, that no one cares about these two characters currently. But like, man, I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe this show is too supreme for me to understand as a, because I'm just an average viewer, bro. Like, I don't take these things too deeply at all, you know. But for the plot to make sense to me, I'm like, there's 3 different plots that are happening. I'm like, this is kind of hard to follow along, and especially if you're wasting time. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Oh gosh, I'm above the 10-minute mark here, so I'm looking at reviews and ratings. People are saying they like it and stuff, which is cool, you know. At the heart of the boys is this construction of superhero reality, taking apart the traditional comic book superhero arc, where superpower beings save the day and defend those who can't defend themselves. Which that sounds like what AI wrote, but it sounds valid, I guess. And then this other guy says, while I find the humor in this season just as good as the previous ones, I feel like the overall plot of the show moves devastatingly slow, and the season itself does not have an actual storyline. Which I agree. I agree with that as well. And this other guy named Santi says, criticizes leftists and conservatives as well as extremists at the government and corporate greed, which is cool, I guess. I don't know. I think that the show is really on a line of like blurring the lines of reality. At this point up till now, I just thought like, oh yeah, it's a fantasy. Obviously they're taking jabs on reality and how things are, but man, I think now it's just becoming a little bit too not enjoyable to watch, especially these unnecessary sex scenes. I don't know. Especially in the beginning. Why do we need to see some dude, I don't even know, dude, shut up something up a guy's butthole, bro? Like, no one asked for this. and Huey and tickling and all this. I felt like I was watching the P word, the C word. You know what I mean? Like, why am I watching this when I could just watch it somewhere else? Like, this show has no right to do that right now. Like, bro, there's nothing enjoyable, and there's no one to root for. There's no positive message, which is great. Only A Train's out here running his ass off, but like, oh my god, bro, like, what is the plot here? I'm confused. They unraveling all these mysteries, but they're not like. I hope they make sense towards the end of the season. I really hope they make sense, because I'm lost. I lost myself in this whole point of the episode. I'm like, Hugh just broke down. I'm like, okay, did he not do that with his mom off screen somewhere or in screen? I don't know. I don't know, man. That's the point. I don't know. I'm not disappointed in the show, but my god, the humor is kind of dry. It's drying me here, bro. The river is drying up, brother. The river is drying up. So keep it up, directors and actors and actresses. You guys are doing a great job. But my gosh, this first initial reaction. Maybe I need to rewatch it just to take it all into the details, things that I've missed. But my god, watching it as a average viewer, what the hell did I just watch? Nothing was memorable in this whole scene except for the sex dungeon, which was just disgusting. Like, I wanted to remove that out of my head. Like, what was that? I was skipping through it too. I like, this is way too damn long, bro. And was the whole episode, the whole hour, a whole hour, bro? Like, what the fuck? It was a whole hour. Nothing was moving, bro. So I'm hoping next time, whenever the next one is coming out, I don't remember. Hopefully it does justice, because. Anyways, leave a like, subscribe. Hope you guys watch this video. Out of pocket, I do apologize. See you guys next time.
Do you know the way? What does it even mean anymore?